We start the episode with Doc Ock reading some law books in prison and critiquing their substance while wallowing in his own misery of being caught and judged under those very same ambiguous rules. A prison guard interrupts his little self-pity session to announce that he has a visitor. Doc Ock goes to meet this mysterious visitor, and it is none other than Norman Osborn. Norman takes his sweet time to gloat in the face of Doc Ock. He talks about how sad and pathetic he is, and how he was the one that put him in prison. Doc Ock gets angry and punches the glass window separating them while promising that he is going to get his revenge. Meanwhile, Donovan and Lonnie arrive at the location of Doc Ock's lab, only to see the police are already there, and they are sweeping the place for every invention and schematic there is. Donovan suggests getting rid of them, and Lonnie is anxious about challenging police officers just like that. The discussion doesn't take too much time since the officers immediately leave the lab, having finished work for the day as it seems. Donovan and the gang follow the police trucks and start ambushing them in the middle of the road. All of this is happening while Nico is walking in the street and listening to Peter Parker's voicemail, as she contemplates giving him another chance. The altercation between the gang and the police leads to one of the trucks swerving and almost hitting Nico. But thankfully, Spider-Man is here to save the day in his new and shiny red and blue suit. Spider-Man takes Nico somewhere safe so he could deal with Donovan's gang for now. Spider-Man then returns and starts webbing everyone in the gang to stop them from stealing Doc Ock's equipment. He notices Lonnie and tries to reason with him before getting his spidey senses tingling because Scorpion is somehow here and he is attacking. Scorpion didn't come alone, however, as he brought his entire gang with him. The two gangs start a fight in the middle of the street. Spider-Man is getting sweaty and anxious about the presence of Scorpion, but holds himself together long enough to attack him and protect Donovan. While Spider-Man and Scorpion fight it out for a second time, Lonnie asks for Donovan's instructions, only for Donovan to surprise him by telling him that he is getting the hell out of here. I guess he wasn't gangster enough for this. Lonnie takes initiative and starts searching the truck for something they could use against the Scorpion gang. While searching, he drops a case containing some kind of blue gas that spills all over the place, and Lonnie starts choking out. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is still fighting Scorpion, but successfully managing to dodge all of his attacks. He notices Lonnie's unconscious body and leads the Scorpion to sting an electrical outlet and pass out from electrocution so that he could check on Lonnie. Spider-Man goes to check on Lonnie, but Scorpion wakes up quickly and starts choking out Spider-Man. Lonnie distracts Scorpion so he could leave Spider-Man alone. Scorpion attacks Lonnie, but his stinger immediately breaks upon impact with Lonnie's body. Seems like someone now has super strength. Anyway, Lonnie notices this and decides to attack Scorpion now. Lonnie and Spider-Man team up to beat the shit out of Scorpion. They defeat him, but Scorpion has one trick up his sleeve, and he causes a stack of metal beams to fall on Lonnie. Spider-Man tries to help, but Scorpion attacks, while he is taunting him about his squished friend. This infuriates Spider-Man to the point of not holding back anymore. He goes all out and shows Scorpion his true power. This goes beyond, however, and Spider-Man almost uses his stinger to kill him, but Lonnie comes out of the rubble at the last second to stop him and remind him that he is not like Scorpion. Everyone leaves as the police arrive. Peter then goes to meet Nico in the Spider-Man suit, and they both apologize to each other for what transpired between them. They promise that there will be no more secrets from now on, and they resume being the bestest of friends. Peter returns back home for the night but gets a call from Norman. Norman talks with Peter about what happened between him and Scorpion earlier in the day. They have a little talk about the responsibility leads to respect, quote, and Norman basically comforts Peter and assures him that he is a merciful hero. Norman then has a secret meeting with his scientists, and they talk about running tests to replicate Spider-Man DNA in no time. The next episode starts at the school, specifically the day of a big presentation where Pearl is waiting for Peter to show up. Nico realizes this, and now with her knowing who Peter truly is, she does her best to cover for him, and even asks to go first for the presentation so that he has enough time to finish dealing with some criminal. Peter makes it just in time for the presentation, and the team nails it. Peter goes back to Oscorp for his internship, and he meets with everyone else. Norman Osborn then shows up to greet them and then show them the next phase of their work at Oscorp. He takes them to a very secure facility and shows them how their work is being used to unlock portals to the cosmos. Peter Parker and everyone in the internship, including Dr. Carla Connors, are not happy with what they are seeing, as Norman delivers a very eerie speech about humanity becoming gods and advancing forward into the future. Norman then orders Whitman to do a test run to show the kids how safe it is, but instead, Doctor Strange's portal opens up, and he shows up to warn Norman of what he is doing, and that he is here to put an end to it. Norman rebuttals Strange's arguments and gets angry thinking about the heroes floating above and thinking they are better than everyone. He He then uses some kind of sonic device to restrain Strange as he forcibly opens the cosmic portal. Strange tries to stop it, but ultimately fails. The portal indeed opens up, and for a brief moment of peace, Norman thinks he got one up over Doctor Strange. He is immediately shut down as that Venom monster from the first episode shows up and attacks the facility. Peter immediately suits up and starts helping people in the facility while fighting the Venom monster. Spider-Man then helps Norman to safety, while Norman is busy apologizing for what happened. Spider-Man fights alongside Doctor Strange and accidentally kicks the Venom monster and launches himself into the dark dimension through a portal that Strange opened. Strange brings them back to the facility and they continue the fight. Spider-Man then tries to open the cosmic portal once again to send the Venom monster back while Doctor Strange is fighting him. Doctor Strange starts opening portals and taking Venom on a trip, while Spider-Man finishes his work. They go through the portal, and the events from the first episode are played exactly the same, like we are on a time loop. And the spider with Spider-Man's DNA, that Norman Osborn has been working on, goes through the portal to bite Peter once again. Strange takes the Venom monster back to the facility as Peter finally finishes his work and opens the cosmic portal again. They are about to throw the Venom monster back in again, but they are met with an even bigger amalgamation of Venom monsters waiting for them on the other side. They manage to throw Venom back, and Spider-Man uses all of his might to close down the portal by destroying it. Peter goes back home and meets up with Nico and Harry. They discuss what happened at Oscorp and come up with the brilliant idea of Harry starting his own company that employs Peter and the other interns without exploiting them. Peter then suits up to have a private meeting with Doctor Strange. They talk about the past and the future, and Doctor Strange gives Peter some words of encouragement. Meanwhile, Norman finds remnants of the Venom monster back at his lab. Harry sets up his company and invites everyone. We see how everyone is doing, and how Jean is actually a vigilante working with Daredevil. Lonnie has taken control of the gang, and his skin is slowly turning gray. Nico, on the other hand, is practicing magic in her spare time. And what's really shocking in all of this montage is Aunt May meeting Peter Parker's dad, who happens to be in prison. And that's it for the first season of this new Spider-Man series, ladies and gentlemen. I really love the show and how it tackles all the characters and their intricate sub-stories with the overarching plot. It is the closest thing to Amazing Spider-Man that we have ever got. And I can't believe Peter Parker's dad is alive in the show. Can't wait to see what they do with him in the next season. This brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this one. Your support helps us grow. And tell me, what do you think of these two episodes? Do you think Norman Osborn is going to be the next Venom? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. And if you're watching till now, thank you. I'll see you in another video soon.